So this river is 55 metres across. It's about chest height all the way through.
A company of soldiers from 1st Battalion Royal Anglian Regiment are in Belize to learn how to operate in a jungle, one of the toughest environments on Earth. This river may look idyllic. It's used by the troops to bathe in, but it also serves a key purpose, a way to go unnoticed by the enemy whilst fighting in the jungle. This is the Macau River. The soldiers have to cross the river with all their kit and their rifle, weighing around 40 kilos, and they have to be ready to react as soon as they reach the bank on the other side. There's also the threat of crocodiles in this river, which is why some of the soldiers, like the one behind me, is on croc watch with live ammunition. But how do you set up a river crossing?
You find it on a map, you do the reconnaissance of the river, find out how big it is, how wide it is, how deep it is, how fast flowing it is. And then from there you establish the security, okay, and then you get one of your strong swimmers to swim across, attach the loop line carabiner to the other side. The guys themselves come in and then you ferry them across one by one across the river. With the bergens itself, you place it into the water and then you have your weapon on top of your bergen and you clip your weapon to the bergen itself. Reason being so if your weapon doesn't come detached from yourself and then flow down the river obviously. And yeah, you just clip yourself to the loop line carabiner and then pull yourself across.
And what are the sort of threats in this river?
Well, starting from minor, so sort of like your parasites, so like leeches, ticks on the way in, and then obviously in the river itself you've got crocodiles.
The reconnaissance platoon go in first and the rest then follow.
We use a river crossing because it's the most unlikely route of approach. We're using an unknown crossing point. The enemy shouldn't have eyes on it. If I was the enemy, I would have eyes on this bridge so that I could then have an early warning system for any enemy forces coming across. But using a stealthy approach or a river crossing is more tactically sound for especially our platoon reconnaissance. So when we're sighting our river crossing area, we need to find a location that is the most minimal flow as possible so that we can get across safely, that we're not having people washed away or having to fight the current and struggle. We found like a slight bend with flat water that had a slight current but nothing that we couldn't mitigate. So we identified the safest place to cross. The hardest bit of doing a river crossing is actually personal administration. Even though it's warm now, all of our kit's wet, we have to make sure that all of our Modacs and comms equipment, weapon systems are now back in the fight, so it will take some time to make sure they're clean, oiled, ready to go again.
For most, this is their first time in the jungle, part of an extremely challenging exercise, teaching soldiers to survive and fight in one of the world's most challenging terrains. Sophie Kakoyanis, Forces News, Belize. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.